All right, Coach, autumn in full swing, and it is decently chilly, but all in all, a pleasant day here at FedEx Field just outside of the District of Columbia. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the New York Jets. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 77 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
I got you. Hey! Watch the whip. 55.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. From the gun, here's Newton. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 40.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Gun.
Now Newton on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton, this one caught by Crowder. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Here we go. Check 24. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Ready. 56 is the mark. Touchdown, defense.
Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ready. Ready. 20.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
57's the mic.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
57's mic.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's good for a Washington Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Right, set, right. 57's the mic. Don't get nervous. Lift it. Flow, let flow. Go. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Squeeze. Man. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Play slow. Drive on.
From midfield now, Haskins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Begin. Check three. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit, boy.
Geis. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready. Hey, 50's the mic.
Haskins apparently not liking something in this situation. He signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Hey, check. Mike 50. Check. They go.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a 1st down.
First down, Jets.
That's it. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Far down. Stand up in. I got 11. Check 4. 8. 56. Mike, 56. 56.
On 1st down, Newton. That'll be taken in by Anderson. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, New York.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gun.
Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Jets.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. These two teams all tied after one.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Showing it. Showing it. 20.
And an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Check that. 52.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Got an open man. It's a noon one. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Great. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, watch the slant. Mike 55. Mike 22. Check. Cover. 22. Check. Cover. Lucky.
2nd down and goal. Newton. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown.
Touchdown, Jets.
Jamison Crowder with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the ground, it's Geis. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Redskin first down. The pickup, 15 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They go play action with Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Haskins. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
54, right there. 54, Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete.
Newton's pass is complete to number 35. It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Off play action. Newton Can fighting. He lost the football. It's out. So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's taken on the 25. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again on second and 10, it's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 57, no. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch twist. Watch twist.
From the pistol, they run with Peterson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
The 47-yard line.
57. Let's go, D. Let's go. Yeah, Jim. Right over. 57 is mine. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 57.
On second and 12, Haskins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Haskins on third down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Redskins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
57's the Mike. That's it. You got it, son. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Right here, right here. Tighten up, tighten up.
On first down, here's Love. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The run run, got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Rip left, rip left.
2nd down, Haskins. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
It's our time.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Love. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
7-yard gain. That's another Washington Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 54 to base. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. Wahoo. Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54 Mike. Watch the back, watch him. Check, 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 check.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
To the sideline and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And the Jets have got it. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard
line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. A shotgun snap for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Love. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
57's Mike. Mike 57. I'm coming.
From the 38, Haskins looking for his running back, and he's got him. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat on the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 31, check 31. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Just like that. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
the gun. Newton. Oh, Newton has got it. Complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Gun.
To throw is Newton. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
That's another Washington Redskins 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll run for it with Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Adrian Peterson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2.
You're not ready. You're not ready. 57, Mike 57. Hey, let's get in there rolls. No. Slam.
They'll let Peterson try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
8 yards on the
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it with Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And Anderson's got it. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Jets.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Check.
From the gun, here's Newton. And a tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Gun. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Throwing again. Newton. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
20.
Newton throwing again. Buying time to his left. Open man is Anderson. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Kill.
They run from the shotgun with Washington. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gun. Watch it. Great.
Newton. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Montez Sweat. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Jets on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun. Newton. That's complete. It's Bell. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Give him 9 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Bryant's kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, 76 yards. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Here's Newton. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton caught here by Bell. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Newton, and he's got it complete to Anderson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The 37-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I'm here all day.
Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
To the air again, Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
180. 20. That's the way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy. Have him protected.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Newton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 13-yard line.
First down.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. From the red zone now, Newton goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Back to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
He's telling you, he's telling you right, telling you right. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hey, 86. He's sneaky, guys. Watch out for 86.
Throwing now is Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Love. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Haskins. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds. You can't block that. You can't block me.
Haskins to throw. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Let's 57's Mike.
Here we go with Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow